After 20 years of gardening and testing hundreds of plants, I finally narrowed it down to the 15 perennials that I would choose if I could only grow 15 plants for the rest of my life. These aren't just pretty flowers. These are the workhorses, the showstoppers, and the reliable friends that have never let me down. Whether you're a complete beginner who kills everything or an experienced gardener looking to simplify, these 15 perennials will give you a garden that looks professionally designed while being incredibly easy to maintain. Hey garden lovers! Welcome back to Daily Garden Fix. I'm your host, and today I'm sharing something really personal. My desert island perennials. These are the plants I recommend to everyone, regardless of experience level, climate challenges, or garden style. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete blueprint for creating a stunning garden that works in virtually any location and gets better every single year. And number 11 on this list? It's the one plant that completely changed how I think about garden design. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're diving deep into my personal gardening philosophy and the plants that have shaped my approach to creating beautiful, sustainable gardens. Perennial 1. Echinacea, purple coneflower. Starting with my absolute number 1 must-have, Echinacea, or purple coneflower. This plant is the backbone of every garden I design, and here's why it earns the top spot. First, it's incredibly reliable. Plant it once, and it blooms for months every year without fail. The classic purple is stunning, but modern varieties come in orange, yellow, white, and pink. There's one for every color scheme. It's a wildlife magnet like no other. Butterflies, bees, and beneficial insects flock to these flowers, making your garden a thriving ecosystem. In winter, goldfinches devour the seeds, giving you year-round wildlife value. Here's what makes it truly essential. It's virtually bulletproof. Drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and thrives in poor soil. It actually gets better with neglect, which is perfect for busy gardeners. It self-seeds gently, giving you new plants naturally without becoming invasive. After 5 years, you'll have a drift of coneflowers that looks like you planned it perfectly. Bonus, they make incredible cut flowers that last over a week in the vase. You get garden beauty and indoor arrangements from one plant. Perennial 2. Rudbeckia, Black-Eyed Susan. Number 2 is the sunshine champion that never quits, Rudbeckia or Black-Eyed Susan. If Echinacea is the backbone, this is the heartbeat of the garden. These golden beauties bloom from July through October, providing constant sunshine when other plants are taking breaks. The cheerful yellow flowers instantly make any garden feel welcoming and happy. Gold Sturm is the classic that's been reliable for decades. Cherokee Sunset offers incredible orange and red tones. Prairie Sun has unique green centers that are absolutely stunning. They spread naturally to fill gaps without being aggressive, creating those coveted drifts that look professionally designed. They're polite spreaders that know their boundaries. Like Echinacea, they're beneficial insect magnets, supporting your garden's entire ecosystem while providing months of reliable color. Plant them once in full sun, water them the first year, then ignore them completely. They'll reward your neglect with bigger, better displays every season. Perennial 3. Sedum Autumn Joy. Number 3 is the ultimate late-season star, Sedum Autumn Joy. This plant proves that the best gardens save their most spectacular shows for last. Watch this plant's incredible transformation. Pale green buds in summer, pink flowers in early fall, then gorgeous rust-red seed heads through winter. It's like having 4 different plants in one. The thick, succulent foliage provides wonderful structure and texture all season, while the flat-topped flower clusters create perfect landing pads for butterflies and beneficial insects. This is drought tolerance at its finest. The thick leaves store water, allowing the plant to thrive through weeks without rain. It's perfect for challenging locations where other plants struggle. Here's why it's essential. It provides stunning winter interest when everything else has died back. The architectural seed heads look beautiful covered in snow or frost. It pairs perfectly with ornamental grasses and other late-blooming perennials, creating autumn combinations that rival any spring display. Perennial 4. Lavender. Number 4 engages all your senses. Lavender or lavender. This Mediterranean beauty brings fragrance, color, and functionality to every garden. The incredible scent alone makes this essential. Just brushing against it releases aromatherapy-quality fragrance that instantly reduces stress and creates a sensory garden experience. Bees and butterflies absolutely love lavender, making it crucial for supporting pollinators. The purple spikes bloom repeatedly if you deadhead them regularly. Once established, it's incredibly drought-tolerant and deer-resistant. The silvery foliage provides year-round structure and complements virtually every other plant color. Harvest the flowers for cooking, crafts, or aromatherapy. It's like having a pharmacy, spice rack, and perfume factory all in one gorgeous plant. English lavender is most cold-hardy, while French lavender offers unique flower shapes. Choose varieties appropriate for your climate zone for best results. Perennial 5. Hosta. Number 5 is the undisputed king of shade gardening, Hosta. No garden is complete without these leafy legends, and here's why they're absolutely essential. From tiny mouse ears to giant sum and substance, there's a hosta for every space and need. The variety in size, color, and pattern is absolutely incredible. Blue-green, chartreuse, gold, variegated, solid green. The foliage colors and patterns provide season-long interest that flowers simply can't match. Plant them once in shade, water occasionally, and they get bigger and more impressive every single year. They're virtually maintenance-free once established. After a few years, divide them to create multiple plants, multiplying your investment while rejuvenating the original clump. One plant becomes many. Many varieties produce fragrant white flowers in summer, adding bonus beauty and attracting pollinators to shaded areas where few other plants bloom. Perennial 6. Peony. Number 6 is the aristocrat of the perennial garden, Peonia or Peony. These luxurious bloomers bring old-world elegance that never goes out of style. The massive, often fragrant flowers are absolutely breathtaking. Some varieties have blooms 6 to 8 inches across that stop people in their tracks. They're like roses but easier. Here's what makes them truly essential. They can live for decades, getting better with age. I've seen peonies that are over 50 years old still blooming spectacularly every spring. They make incredible cut flowers for Memorial Day and early summer arrangements. A few stems create stunning bouquets that rival expensive florist arrangements. Even after blooming, the attractive foliage provides structure through summer, often turning beautiful colors in fall before dying back cleanly. Choose from tree peonies, herbaceous peonies, or Itto hybrids that combine the best of both. Each type offers unique benefits and beauty. Perennial 7. Aster. Number 7 brings the garden's grand finale, asters. These late-blooming natives are essential for extending garden beauty well into fall. When most perennials are winding down, asters explode with clouds of tiny star-shaped flowers in purple, pink, white, or blue. They're autumn's answer to spring's glory. As natives, they support local wildlife like no other plant can. Migrating monarchs depend on late-blooming asters for fuel during their incredible journey south. New England asters grow tall and dramatic for back borders. Aromatic asters stay compact and spread into gorgeous ground cover. Both are essential for different garden spots. They naturalize beautifully, creating drifts that look completely natural while providing late-season color when you need it most. They pair perfectly with ornamental grasses and late-blooming sedums, creating autumn combinations that rival any spring display. Perennial 8. Hemerocallis daylily. Number 8 is the ultimate reliable bloomer, Hemerocallis or Daylily. These workhorses prove that dependable doesn't mean boring. Modern daylilies can bloom from early summer through fall with proper variety selection. Each flower lasts one day, but with dozens of buds, you get months of continuous color. They come in virtually every color except true blue, reds, yellows, purples, oranges, pinks, near whites, and stunning bicolors. Many are fragrant too. When clumps get crowded, simply divide them to create new plants. One daylily becomes 3 or 4, giving you extras to expand your garden or share with friends. They adapt to various conditions, full sun to partial shade, moist to dry soils. This flexibility makes them perfect for challenging garden spots. The grass-like foliage provides structure and texture even when not blooming, making them valuable for garden design year-round. We're at the halfway point of my must-have perennials, and I hope you're seeing how these plants work together to create stunning, low-maintenance gardens. If you're getting inspired to transform your own garden, smash that like button and let me know in the comments which plant has surprised you the most so far. The second half includes some absolute game changers, including my personal favorite that completely revolutionized my garden design approach. Perennial 9, Nepeta Catmint. Number 9 is the ultimate multitasker, Nepeta or Catmint. This hard-working plant does so many jobs that it's absolutely essential for every garden. It attracts every beneficial insect you want: bees, butterflies, hoverflies, while naturally repelling mosquitoes and other pests. It's like having natural pest control that happens to be gorgeous. The soft purple-blue flowers bloom from June through October with minimal care. Unlike catnip, most cats ignore it, so you won't have feline visitors destroying your garden. Once established, it's incredibly drought-tolerant and deer-resistant. It thrives in hot, sunny locations where other plants struggle. Here's the secret. Shear it back by half after the first flush of flowers, and it rebounds stronger than ever. That's literally the only maintenance it needs. The soft blue flowers complement virtually every other color, making it the perfect companion plant for roses, daylilies, and other perennials. Perennial 10, Phlox paniculata, Garden Phlox. Number 10 brings classic cottage garden charm. Phlox paniculata, or Garden Phlox. These fragrant beauties are essential for creating that romantic, old-fashioned garden feeling. The incredible fragrance alone makes these essential. Evening gardens filled with phlox scent create magical outdoor experiences that transport you to grandmother's garden. From pure white to deep purple, with pinks, salmons, and reds in between, there's a phlox for every color scheme. Many varieties have contrasting eyes that add extra visual interest. They're absolute magnets for butterflies and hummingbirds, creating living flower arrangements that constantly change as wildlife visits. They make spectacular cut flowers that fill your home with fragrance. A few stems create arrangements that rival expensive florist bouquets. Choose mildew-resistant varieties like David or Laura for trouble-free growing. Modern breeding has solved the disease problems of older varieties. Perennial 11, Ornamental grasses. Number 11 completely changed my approach to garden design. Ornamental grasses. These movement makers are absolutely essential for creating dynamic, interesting gardens. There's something almost hypnotic about watching grasses dance in the breeze. They bring life and movement to static flower displays, creating gardens that feel alive. They provide incredible four-season value. Spring emergence, summer growth, fall color and plumes, then winter structure when everything else is dormant. Fountain grass stays compact and manageable. Feather reed grass provides vertical structure. Japanese forest grass adds elegance to shade areas. Each serves different design purposes. The seed heads feed birds through winter while providing natural beauty. It's gardening that benefits wildlife while looking spectacular. Plant them once, cut them back in late winter, and enjoy years of virtually maintenance-free beauty. They're the ultimate low-effort, high-impact plants. Perennial 12, Salvia. Number 12 adds vertical drama and hummingbird appeal. Perennial Salvia. These spiky beauties are essential for creating interesting garden textures and attracting wildlife. The vertical flower spikes add incredible texture and height variation to garden beds. They create rhythm and repetition that ties garden designs together. Hummingbirds absolutely love salvias, making them essential for creating wildlife-friendly gardens. Watching hummingbirds dart between the spikes is pure garden magic. They bloom repeatedly throughout the season if you deadhead spent spikes. Some varieties, like May Night, can bloom from spring through fall. Once established, they're very drought-tolerant and deer-resistant. They thrive in hot, sunny locations and actually prefer slightly dry conditions. May Night offers deep purple spikes. Snow Hill provides pure white flowers. Choose colors that complement your overall garden palette. Perennial 13, Echinacea, Coral Bells. Number 13 provides non-stop color without flowers. Echinacea or Coral Bells. These foliage superstars are essential for creating colorful gardens that never fade. Purple, lime green, orange, silver, burgundy, caramel. The foliage colors are so vibrant they look almost artificial. They provide season-long color that flowers simply can't match. They thrive in partial shade where colorful flowers often fail, solving the challenge of creating vibrant displays in challenging locations. They're perfect for front borders and combination plantings, providing colorful foregrounds for taller perennials. The color variations complement virtually any flower color. Many varieties are semi-evergreen, providing color even through winter in milder climates. They're truly four-season plants. Plant them once, water occasionally, and enjoy years of stunning foliage with minimal maintenance. They rarely need division and are deer-resistant. Perennial 14, Astilbe. Number 14 brings spectacular blooms to shade. Astilbe. These feathery-flowered beauties are essential for creating stunning displays in challenging shaded locations. The fluffy, plume-like flowers in white, pink, red, and purple are absolutely spectacular. They're like having fireworks blooming in your shade garden. They thrive in partial to full shade where most flowering perennials struggle, solving the universal challenge of shade gardening. Even after blooming, the attractive fern-like foliage provides texture and interest through the growing season. The deeply cut leaves are beautiful in their own right. They prefer consistently moist soil, making them perfect for naturally wet areas or for gardeners who tend to overwater rather than underwater. Fresh or dried, the plumes make spectacular cut flowers and crafts. They add texture and height to arrangements that roses and other flowers can't provide. Perennial 15, Clematis. My final must-have is the queen of climbing perennials, Clematis. No garden is complete without at least one of these spectacular flowering vines. From tiny starry flowers to dinner plate-sized blooms, Clematis offers incredible variety. Some varieties bloom twice a year for extended beauty throughout the growing season. Show vertical interest. They add essential vertical elements to gardens, climbing trellises, fences, or growing through other plants. They turn ordinary structures into spectacular flowering displays. With proper variety selection, you can have clematis blooms from spring through fall. Early bloomers, summer performers, and late-season varieties extend the show. They grow beautifully through roses, over arbors, or up mailbox posts. They add romance and vertical interest wherever you place them. Keep their roots cool and their heads in the sun for best performance. Mulch heavily around the base and provide sturdy support for climbing. Now let me explain why these specific 15 perennials create the perfect garden foundation and how they work together synergistically. Spring, peonies, early clematis, and Astilbe kick off the season. Summer, Daylilies, Phlox, and Lavender provide continuous color. Fall, Asters, Sedum, and late Clematis finish with a spectacular finale winter. Ornamental grasses and Sedum provide structure and interest. Pollinators, Echinacea, Rudbeckia, Asters, Catmint, and Lavender create a pollinator paradise birds. Grass seeds and Echinacea seed heads provide natural food sources beneficial insects. The variety ensures habitat and food for garden helpers. Height variation. From low Echinacea to tall Asters and climbing Clematis texture contrast. Smooth Hosta leaves next to feathery Astilbe and grasses color harmony. Foliage plants like Echinacea bridge flower colors beautifully season extension. Something is always blooming or providing interest. Most require minimal care once established. Perfect for sustainable gardening that fits busy lifestyles while providing maximum beauty and wildlife value. Here's how to implement these 15 must-haves in your own garden, regardless of size or current conditions. Small gardens. Choose 5 to 7 of these based on your conditions. Even a small selection will provide season-long interest and wildlife value. Large gardens. Use multiples of each for mass impact. Drifts of 3 to 5 plants create more impact than single specimens scattered around. Sun areas. Echinacea, Rudbeckia, Sedum, Lavender, Daylilies, Catmint, Phlox, Salvia, grasses shade areas. Hosta, Astilbe, Echinacea, Clematis, roots in shade, tops in sun, flexible. Peonies and Asters adapt to various light conditions. Dry conditions, Sedum, Lavender, Catmint, Rudbeckia, Echinacea moist conditions. Astilbe, some Hostas, Phlox average conditions. Daylilies, Asters, Salvia, Echinacea. Start with 3 to 4 plants and add others each season. Many of these divide easily, so you can trade with neighbors or expand your collection naturally over time. These 15 perennials represent 20 years of gardening experience distilled into the most reliable, beautiful, and valuable plants I've ever grown. They're not just my recommendations, they're my garden insurance policy. The beauty of this approach is that these plants work together to create gardens that get better every year with minimal effort. You're not just planting flowers. You're creating a living ecosystem that supports wildlife while providing year-round beauty. Unlike annuals that require yearly replacement, these perennials are investments that pay dividends for decades. A single peony can bloom for 50-plus years, making it one of the best garden investments you'll ever make. So here's my question for you. Which of these 15 must-haves do you already grow? Which ones are you most excited to add to your garden? And are there any that surprised you by being on my essential list? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Share photos of any of these perennials in your own garden. I love seeing how these plants perform in different locations and climates. If this video helped you understand how to build a sustainable, beautiful garden foundation, smash that like button and subscribe to Daily Garden Fix. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our weekly plant guides and garden design tips. Next week, I'm sharing my complete garden design formula using these 15 perennials, including layout principles, combination ideas, and maintenance schedules that keep your garden looking professionally designed all season long. Follow us on all social media platforms for daily garden inspiration, quick plant tips, and seasonal reminders that will keep your garden thriving year-round. Remember, great gardens aren't built overnight. They're built one plant at a time with thoughtful selections that stand the test of time. These 15 perennials are your foundation for decades of gardening success and enjoyment. Thanks for joining me in the garden today. And remember, the best garden is one filled with plants you can count on, season after season, year after year.